Hello and welcome to another Light Language with Louise as we move into August 2021. So continuing with our series of foundations of frequency, the frequency that we're tuning into this month is courageous expansion. So in August, we're moving into that Leo energy of courage, of feeling our lion hearts, and also a lot of creativity and expressing who we are. We also have coming up the new moon around the 8th, 9th of August. And on the 8/8 is the Lion's Gate. And what that means is we are aligning with Sirius, with the star Sirius, which is very much our spiritual sun. So there's a lot of spiritual energy coming in. And so this is a beautiful time to really honor that expansion in ourselves. And the courage part of that is really being willing to let go of what we've been holding on to as a security blanket, old identities, who we think we are, what we think we know, right? We're in a very pivotal time on the planet. A lot is changing. And for you to be willing to expand, willing to have the courage to let go of what really no longer serves you and is no longer aligned to you, and being willing to step into a greater version of yourself, which in fact is really just the truth of who you are, right? It's just the essence of who you are. That is the greatest version of you. And we're all in a process of remembering that. That is what the ascension journey is about. That is what the awakening is about. And really, that's what all the chaos is showing us, where we've got out of alignment with who we truly are, the divine beings that we truly are. So how you can work with that this month is to really have an opening, right? Have the courage to really open your heart and really feel into, ask for the higher perspective, the expanded view of anything that's happening around you, to you, right? And really to see that's happening for you as an opportunity for opening. So there are lots of, discussions around particular choices right now. And I really invite you to always come back to that place of what's the expanded perspective? What's the real conversation here? What's really being asked of me here? What deeper truth do I need to find in myself? And what expanded perspective can I have and perhaps share with others, right? Like this conversation around, vaccines, and some people want to have the vaccine and some people don't want to have the vaccine, right? But what's the bigger conversation around wellness? What's the bigger conversation around the well-being of the human race and of our planet? How can we be more resilient for what comes our way, because we're truly nurturing who we are and we're living in alignment with that. We're living in alignment with our hearts. We are living from a place of care for our bodies, for the environment, for one another, right? So there's a bigger conversation there. And that's what I mean about expanding your perspective out of the nuts and bolts of what's in front of you and really looking at what's a higher truth, what's an expanded view that I can take, what's an expanded perception, an expanded paradigm, right, that I can be a part of. How can I hold that expanded vision for a new world, a new earth, where all of us are healthy and happy and living in harmony with the environment? So there's a lot that needs to shift, and really August can be a month for you to really find that courage in yourself to be that greater expression of yourself, to start making the changes that you know you need to make, letting go of what you know doesn't serve you and ultimately doesn't serve the collective either. Because as we shift our vibration, as we hold this expanded frequency, we're shifting that for the collective. And the beauty of it is that it doesn't take it doesn't take a lot for that to start to shift in the collective. It's often said that just one enlightened being, holding the light, can really balance the negativity of millions and billions of people. So as a light worker yourself, as a conscious creator, that's where the focus needs to be. How can I keep that expanded vibration? How can I hold my heart open? How can I have the courage to really be love in the face of fear, right? Be that expansion in the place of contraction, like in the face of contraction. Okay, so that's always the choice, isn't it? Love or fear, contraction, expansion or contraction, right? And you get to make that choice. So let's call for a light language transmission to support us today to stay in our courageous expansion, to be willing to be the best versions of ourselves, to be willing to live as our divinity, express our divinity, and really hold that expanded perspective for others so that they can find their way as well, so that they can start to reconnect to that light and that divinity, that sovereignty and that empowerment within themselves. So as always, the light language is received by your higher self, directed by your higher self in the highest for you, to shift and activate you at the deepest level of your being, at your DNA, and just to override all of that old programming and conditioning that keeps you contracted and in fear, and bring you back to that full expansion of who you truly are as a beautiful being of light here, having a human experience and bringing your light to the world at a time of great need. So just taking a breath, feeling your feet on the earth, feeling your beautiful heart, opening to receive right now. And we give thanks for everything we receive today that is empowering us, enlightening us, and helping us remember who we truly are. Gorasati tashunomorquate apawasate inmarote. Ingala chatori ke basote ich asamore alakatano kochil isapa arkut in. Iakamora salo or bit ina sar kochila koreme e. Ingaro sote ela shato ene masaporkotema aya kete ich otasar kete ili. Gala sheno maso e ma arkote ila sene marshote e paurko. Rakiaro nasul ishabrokon masor ke pa arkin shite erkot or. Bare kotana masaporketan shiti ilokorkana aporkit inneti iar. Sato esce ako smorse perché no cor l'arni is morsha aparco de mari parco la at it person ecci sand kipolo alco shimon at inamonosat ila carcote la atori sonche elpa root im akarko sa iaka ra ashod morokot I rakan op akesati I roate ra anteki orkut Taking a deep breath. And a beautiful reminder there that there really isn't much work to do. It's really about a softening and expanding into who you really are. We're letting go more than we are working hard to create something, right? We're actually coming back to our true nature. Much as the planet is restoring herself with less pollution, less traffic, less going on, right? She naturally is restored and comes back to her natural state of well-being. And so it's the same for us, right? We actually know what it feels like to feel good, to feel empowered, to live in harmony with our environment. So we all have that within us. So just allow yourself, when you're feeling that sense of courageous expansion, also really know that it's really just a coming back home to who you truly are and how things are truly meant to be, right? We're living in a paradise here on earth. That's what it is. That's the truth of it, right? And so be that, feel that, soften into that, expand into that in all of your daily interactions. And, get out in nature, really feel the sun on your skin, the wind in your hair, right? Feel the earth beneath your feet. That's the reality of our experience, right? It's a beautiful experience. So hold that, take that with you, be in that expanded perspective. Don't get mired in the details. And be your beautiful light, share that with the world. So thank you for watching with me this month. I'll be back again next month. In the meantime, I am offering an online meditation around that new moon Lionsgate portal. It's usually something I do in person, but I can't right now. We're in lockdown, so I'm moving that online, which means you all get the opportunity to join me. And that's just a guided meditation and sound healing, just to help you really come back to self. So I'll pop the details of that below. The Quantum Creation Mastermind's kicking off 4th of August. We have a beautiful group formed. Still probably room for maybe one or two more if that's of interest to you. A 3-month journey where we're really nurturing and bringing through our next soul-aligned creation in that high group frequency. So I'd love to have you with us if that feels right for you. So just book a call. Links are below. And as always, like, subscribe, share if there's anyone you think might resonate with this. And I really look forward to connecting with you again. Have a beautiful, beautiful month. Stay in your courageous expansion. Lots of love. Namaste.